Happy May, everybody. I hope you are so excited about this month's challenge. The May Bingo Challenge, Wellness Bingo Challenge, is what we've come up with this month. And I'm super excited about all the things that we've got planned for this month. But I wanted to give a little bit of just kind of some strategy behind it and what to expect from this month. Now, typically, you guys know what bingo is, where we would call out a certain number and you would check your scorecard and you would mark it off. And when you got either something all the way across, filled up a line all the way across or up top to bottom or diagonally, then you would declare bingo and you would win the game. And it's kind of like that, but not 100% like that. Mostly because we want you to continue working on all of these things all month long, even though you might get bingo and be strategy to get bingo. We're going to continue playing all through the month so that we can see how much of this card we can fill out. But just kind of give you a heads up, if you do get bingo at any time, we're going to celebrate you and you're going to get a prize for that. So don't worry, you're still going to win stuff when you get bingo. And if you win multiple ways, we might even have more prizes for you. So I want to give you a little kind of a strategy or what I'm thinking about, what I'm going to do, because the trainers and coaches, we're going to be working on this with you. We're going to be doing it ourselves because we're committed to having this plan for our own selves for May. So that's one of the main things that you guys need to know is we're doing this with you and we're committed to completing this card or doing as much on this card as we can. Now, if you haven't seen it already, you need to go into the group. You can look over on the left side. You'll see a little tab that says photos. And you'll want to click on that little tab and you will see the photos that have been listed or uploaded into the site already for this particular challenge. And one of those photos is going to look like this. It will be in color, but I don't have it. I didn't print it in color, but it'll look like this. And you'll want to print that out for you to use for this month wellness bingo. Okay. So have this printed out. It's easier if you have it printed out instead of just looking at it. You'll notice on here, there are 24 blocks with activities in them. Okay. Now, some of them are kind of related, so you might want to strategize behind it as you look through it. But the main thing on here is that you're going to want to look for things that you know you can complete and start working towards getting those, and then see things that maybe you might struggle to complete in order to get the bingo and work towards those. Now, every day here in the group, the trainers, we're going to come to you guys with videos and we're going to share with you what we're going to do for that day or our strategy for that particular day, to kind of help you get some ideas on what you can be doing to meet some of these activities on this card. And I'll give you an for example. So you'll see if you print out your card all the way on the top row, the very last one in that row, right here on this row, it says complete 100 push-ups in a day. Okay, now that's a lot of push-ups, even for someone like me who does work out every day and do push-ups often in classes. Doing 100 push-ups is a big challenge, but you'll notice it says in a day. So with that particular idea in mind, you could decide to do 10 push-ups at a time. Just modify your push-ups. Last month, you should have gotten lots of ideas on those kinds of things, but do 10 push-ups and then go about your day, and then come back a couple hours later and go, you know what, I need to do 10 more push-ups, and do 10 more push-ups, and then eat lunch. And then while you're finishing lunch, go, you know what, I can do 10 more push-ups, and work towards doing 10 sets of 10 push-ups that day. And then right before you go to bed, finish out the 10 push-ups that you have left for the day and go, yes, I finished it for the day. I've got that activity done. I can mark that one off my list. And more importantly from all of this stuff is that we need some type of verification that you have completed the activity. So we've opened up the website this month. You are going to be able to post pictures, little larger picture sizes. We have some problems sometimes with uploading some really large pictures from cell phones, but we should be able to upload photos from our cell phones. You should also be able to upload very short videos, talking 10-15-second videos to the website. So if you record a video like this, it's probably not going to load to the website. It'll give you an error message. But if you turn your phone video camera on, do a quick little video of you doing a push-up and say, hey, here's my push-up I just did, but I've done 100 for the day, post that to the group. That's a verification that you've done that activity. Now, we're not saying that we don't believe you that you didn't finish those activities or that we think that you've lied about it. That's definitely not the case. But we just want you to be a little bit more proactive this month and being holding yourself accountable. So push-ups, take a photograph of your push-up that you're doing, or take a photo of a small video of you doing your push-up so that you can load that to the group and say, I've got my push-up done. So a couple others I'll put on here, and this is where I'm going to start today. This is my first one I'm going to start working on because some of these require several days of work before you can actually complete that. And one of them is, if you look down here on the third row, 1, 2, 3 row, the very first box down here says track food for 7 straight days. So that means today, if I want to mark that one off, I have to track my food for the next 7 days. So I'm going to start writing down all my food. Now I use MyFitnessPal for my food. So my food tracking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to track my food every day. And at the end of that day, I'll screenshot my screen from MyFitnessPal and have that as a saved photograph. Then tomorrow I'll do the same thing. I'll track my food. I'll screenshot my food journal for the day, and that'll be day 2. And I'll do that for 7 full days so that when I get to the 7th day, I can come back here to the website and I can upload those 7 days of food journaling so that they qualifies me for that particular box. So that's a couple of little strategy ideas that you can use for it. I'm going to start on tracking my food for 7 days today. It's Sunday. It's the first day of the month. It's a perfect opportunity to get started with this type of activity. So that's going to be the first one I work towards. And then, of course, I'll pick some others up along the way of the week. So join us every day. Come back here, load your videos, load your pictures, whatever it is that you're going to do on here. Make sure you have some type of verification that you can claim that you did it or that you've completed it, so that we can give you credit for that, and then you can win prizes. All right, if you've got questions for it, please let us know. Shoot us a message in the group and say, hey, I don't understand this particular box. What can I do for this box? We'll be glad to give you some suggestions and ideas. All right, happy May. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.